What's going on, traders? Sandra O'Connell with Pristine Capital coming at you with yet another market recap video. It's June 25th, 2021. Please go ahead and click the like button on this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this content, and I'll continue to make it for you. Today we're going to go through the price action of the indices. We're going to go under the hood and we'll check out our sectors and style factors as we always do. We'll take a look at some of my trades for the day. We'll look at options order flow. And last but certainly not least, quick risk disclaimer. Nothing in this video should be construed as investment advice or recommendations. Please follow your own trading plan, your own risk parameters, and do not YOLO your entire account into any one of my trades. All right, let's jump into it. So, S&P 500, as measured by the SPY, closed up 0.36%. We had the NASDAQ QQQ closed down 0.12%. We had the IWM small caps close up 0.17%. And we had the Dow Jones close up 0.72%, which was our leader for today. So the past month or so, the Qs have really been leading. The past today and yesterday, the Dow Jones took back control, and now that, at least in the very short term, is leading once again. S&P 500 closed at a brand new high today. So looking awesome. We're above all these key moving averages. We're above our monthly value area. We're looking good here. We have blue skies ahead, and we have this R1 pivot level up here at 42.90 that I'm going to be looking at as a target for this rally. Let's jump over to our NASDAQ. And so this was why, if you watched my video yesterday, I talked about, hey, with these growth names, I'm seeing some questionable stuff. I'm going to take in some of my exposure, just in case, growth ends up not outperforming or there's some rotation out of growth. So today we had the most minor pullback, 0.16% pullback in this NQ futures contract. And really that's just what we needed. You can see we were pretty extended from this 5-day EMA. And now that 5-day EMA is going to catch up to price. So that's, pretty much got what we needed here. Yeah, the NASDAQ has been in an awesome trend for the past month. We're also above all these key moving averages. Looking good here. Yeah, I did a Twitter Spaces yesterday, and it was actually a little bit strange. I guess in a Twitter Spaces or really anything related to financial content, people always want picks. But it was strange because yesterday was just such a day where I was I don't even want to give any picks because all these growth names just feel so extended right here and they might need a break. So I was kind of just I think I brought up Formula One, which I took a long position in my trading account today. But yeah, I didn't want to be yeah, man, buy calls in Snapchat and all these growth stocks. And then people, you get a day like today where a lot of those names are kind of pulling in a little bit. But yeah, either way, I think it was good. Let's see, Russell here up 0.16% for the day. And the Russell, we're trading right up against this swing high here that it's attempted multiple times and failed every time. I mentioned earlier in our pre-market webinar that, hey, one thing I'm looking for is I don't want to see a bunch of ugly red candles in the Russell up here because that usually precedes, the decline. This is kind of the first, I'm not going to call this an ugly candle. It's basically a doji, but looking a little bit suspect. I'm sort of not giving it the benefit of the doubt because it's done this fake out so many times here. Yeah, overall, it's not looking bad. And then the Dow Jones, check this out. So the Dow looked terrible as of a week ago. Now look at this. We've reclaimed all these key moving averages and we're almost through this monthly value area. So yeah, money's flowing back into the Dow Jones. Kind of crazy how fast things work, where it's over here it's money's rotating out of the Dow maybe for 2 weeks straight, and then boom, the fresh money just comes right in. So yeah, Dow Jones, those kinds of names are definitely ones that I'm looking at. Let's jump over, we'll go under the hood here. Let's check out our market breadth on this Friday. Let's see. So market breadth, you can see breadth was pretty good here. We had 79% breadth on the S&P 500. Weakest was the small caps, only 49% breadth. And then you can see Dow Jones 73%. Overall, looking solid. Checking out our heat map, you can see all these FANG names, and even, wow, Tesla went red? Huh, let me look at Tesla in a minute. But yeah, so all these names, it was like they were just running so hard, awesome, loving life, like all that. They were great. And I just noticed yesterday, like, everything in me was just telling me, like, you know, don't go crazy with them. Like, this is a really good spot where, like, you know, there's not that much short-term upside. Sure enough, we get just a little pullback here. So this is, you know, it is what it is. Amazon, which was acting very suspect yesterday, I stopped out of my Amazon call spread. Sure enough, it's leading the Qs lower here. And then you can see the areas of the market that were strongest. Nike reported a really nice quarter. That one, I'm going to be watching that one into next week. So all my clients for Pristine Capital, you know, they get a weekend watch list. We go through a bunch of tickers, also a weekend market analysis video where we just go through the entire market. Nike, we might have some talking. We might have to talk about that one for this weekend's watch list. We'll see. And then we have here industrials looked good, banks looked good. My cat is meowing in the background right now. Oh, and he just walked in. Hey, Waff, what's up? And he brought me his toy. All right, sectors. You can see the ARC funds actually closed strong. So they were pretty red throughout the whole day. So I think that's a good thing. And then let's see what was really strong today. We had a couple of standouts. So let's see. K-Web up 1.92%. This group has been so weak for so long. And now it looks like it's gaining some strength here. Let's see. We had financials that were pretty strong, up 1.21%. I believe solar stocks were pretty strong as well. Wow, solar stocks were strong, but it looks like they gave up a lot of their gains. Yes, let's see here. Then we take it a step further. We'll look at our style factors. The quality style factor was up 0.94% today. Very rare that that one leads. It's kind of interesting. Then we had high beta up 0.82%. And we had this high div low vol up 0.73%. But yeah, you can see cyclicals were down 0.27%. We had growth, which is only up 0.17%. So yeah, a little bit of a choppy day. I see like some of these minor rotations occurring under the hood. Let's look into, so Tesla is one that I wanted to check out. Oh yeah, that's, I don't know. I guess it's not the worst, but yeah, that's not really like a good looking candle either. K-Web is definitely catching my eye. You'll see when we go through the trades that I took. K-Web, it's making its way through this monthly value area. It's above the 20-day simple moving average, and now we're approaching that 50-day simple moving average. Ever since February, when China said, hey, we're going to pull back on our stimulus, this has just been an epic downtrend. So let's see, maybe we can flip that downtrend. And then these solar stocks, they were very strong intraday. And yeah, it looks like they failed at the 200-day moving average. So that's not exactly a good look. We'll have to see next week if those names can power through. All right, so let's take a look at some of my trades for the day. F-Wonk. This one is one that I don't think is on many people's radar. But F-Wonk, this is Formula One racing. And it says here Liberty Media Corporation. I believe this is like some form of ADR because I don't think it's listed in the United States. But yeah, this is exposure to Formula One. And I entered this stock pretty much right off the open. I wanted to just be aggressive. And so I got in at 48.52. You can see this one closed at 48.91. It made it all the way up to 50. It looks like there was some profit taking that occurred on, this is like the 5th green candle in a row. As I look at this one, I see this weekly chart, and we are approaching new all-time highs here. So you can see we closed, yeah, literally closed. If you look at this red candle right here, which marked the top in Formula One, how convenient is that? We literally closed at the same price. So that's kind of cool. Sometimes when things like that happen, they're just kind of interesting. But yeah, we'll see if Formula One, if this thing can actually build upon this and actually break out to new all-time highs, we could get a nice rally here. So yeah, Formula One definitely has my interest. Other than that, no other stock trades for me. I didn't want to do too much today. And then what did we have here? And then for options trades, I took some Expedia October 20th 170 strike calls today for $15.30. Expedia, let's check it out. So I saw a bunch of call flow coming for Expedia. Expedia has been a name that I really like trading. I've had a lot of success with this name, so it's one that I continue to go back to whenever it sets up. I haven't been in this one for a while now. Yeah, you can see this is the weekly chart. It's been consolidating for several months now after a really nice run when all these recovery stocks just went off to the races. So let's see here. We pull up this daily chart, and you can see, so wasn't the best close. Not the worst either. Yeah, you can see we closed above this 20-day simple moving average. I would have loved to see it close above this monthly point of control as well as this 50-day right here. You can see that there's heavy volume that came into this name. Part of me is wondering if that has something to do with rebalancing, because it is quarter end, month end approaching. But yeah, this one, I'll take it. So we'll see how Expedia does, but I bought those October calls. And then JD. So these Chinese equities, now that they're doing something different, I do have Futu on as one of my largest positions. That one's still looking awesome. It looks like it's setting up for higher levels as well. But I was like, I want just a little bit more in that group. JD, you can see this one closed above this monthly value area. Nice breakout, nice closing range. And this is day one out of the value area. So sometimes what I do, one of my weaknesses is I'll see a nice day like this and I'll be like, nah, I'm too late on it. I'm not going to enter. And the stock will end up just, ripping the lights out. So for this one, I was like, this is literally day one of the breakout. And this has cleared the key moving averages right here. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to enter some calls. So I believe I bought the Septembers in JD. Yep, yeah, I got the Septembers. All right, let's jump over to our options order flow. We'll go to VigTech real quick. And I'll let you go for the weekend. Let's see. So let's go to our Tradescape. And you'll see a ton of Tesla premium in there. We had some SoFi premium. That's a name that's been popping up a lot. SoFi, and it looks like it was just, kind of fell off today. Yeah, what happened there? Down 11%? Jeez. Who knows if this has something to do with, rebalancing? I don't see a headline here. Huh. Might be something to look into, but yeah, this one looks pretty oversold. Looks like some call buyers came in, but they've been hammering that one with calls. SPCE, this one had an epic run today. I believe they are approved now where they can send people into space as almost like a tourist thing, sending people into space. And this name had 20% short float. So if that headline comes out, say if you think this company is just like a dud, oh my gosh, they're never going to make revenue, they're never going to actually send people into space, I'm going short this thing. And then all of a sudden that announcement comes out, yeah, this thing just squeezed the lights out of these people. So that's been the story of 2020 and 2021. For me, my rule of thumb is never short a stock when 20% of the float is short. Or never short a stock when, GameStop, 150% of the float is short. Just the odds aren't really in your favor. But anyway, so we had that one. And then Nike, you can see there was some flow in here. Let's take a look at Ford. See, it looks like some players were positioning in Ford. Ford, horrible. Not even going to entertain that one. Real quick, before we wrap, let's take a look at this crypto market. Crypto, and I have heavy exposure to crypto. Two of my top holdings, I have Ethereum, I have MicroStrategy. So yeah, I'm in this space. And right now, we're still just kind of chopping around, chopping sideways. In terms of the long-term picture for this space, I don't think I can really get more bullish, to be honest. I'm like a mega bull on cryptocurrencies, and we'll have to see if buyers come in and support us over the weekend or what happens, if we slip into the abyss or really how it goes. But yeah, Ethereum surprisingly has shown some relative strength versus Bitcoin. It hasn't been for quite a while. Yeah, if you look at this relative strength here, the pair against each other, yeah, interesting to see that Ethereum is beating out Bitcoin today. So we'll have to see. But that about does it for this market recap video. Hope you all had an awesome trading day today and hope you all have an amazing weekend. Thank you.